Today's the 4th day of working with flying blue, and today I hope to be able to just go up to him and catch him. Yesterday, we got him, got the halter on, and I actually left the halter on him all night. And I don't like to do that usually, but it's okay as long as you make sure whatever you have your horse in is safe and there's nothing that they can get their halter caught on. And the reason I like to leave it on is it's a lot easier to go in and catch them up without having to go through all of the process of throwing the rope and stuff. Because sometimes if you keep going over and over that, they just start developing tricks on how to outmaneuver you. But he's not doing any of that, so he's just allowing me to come right on up here, which is really nice. And that's what it should be, is every day should be a little bit better than the day before, or a lot better. So I'm just rubbing on them, coming all the way on up, start touching the halter, kind of moving the halter around a little bit. And then can I get him to tip his nose to me? And then I'll just come in with the lead rope and hook it on there. There you go, buddy. So we're going to go over the leading process, kind of get a little more in depth with the leading process. So there's really 3 things we're looking for to get the horse going, getting him to lead and go places. And the first one is, and we've been covering it really since we've got a rope on, is can we get him to follow a feel? If I pick up a feel, will he at least tip his head or bring his attention to me or shift his weight, whatever it might be, and I'm going, oh, thank you. So that's the first thing. Second thing is can I unlock his feet, which we just did there. So I'm getting him to follow the feel, and can I keep getting him to follow that feel until I can get his feet to move. So we're unlocking the feet, getting movement, and then the third thing is getting forward. Get them to actually go where you want them to. Right now we're still kind of on stage 1 and 2, just getting him to follow the feel, stepping off to the side here, I'm putting a feel, holding there, and as soon as he releases, he comes around with that front. That was real nice. Come into the other eye, and then I'm just going to intersperse rubbing on him because he's still not 100% on that. He gets worried with it, so I can rub him here, and then I'm going to say, oh, how about you come along with me there, and there's actually a bit of forward. So I'm leaving, I got his feet to unlock and getting him to come along with me. So there he locks up, I just hold, I wait there and release the moment he steps. Now I'm going to ask again. Yeah, and now I'll suggest, do you want to come along with me? He says no, so I'll step off. There it is. See, now we're getting some forward. He's checking out the stick. Now I'm going to come back into his space and rub on him. So it's leaving his space, asking him to move a bit, Then coming back in and rubbing on him. Now I'm going to ask him to move again. Always starting off to the side. Here, holding, waiting on him. There, nice. Now it's kind of like, hey, would you like to come with me? Yeah. If he doesn't, I'm just going to move side to side. And that's really nice there. Yeah, and then I'm going to go into the other side and rub on him over here. So lots of back and forth, coming in with the lead rope in my hand. Because all of these things prepare for the cold starting part of it too, which we're not going to get into, but it starts preparing them. Will you allow me to touch him with both hands? He gets a little worried when the rope comes in along with my hand. There you go. So I'll just use the rope as a curry or as a brush and just rub him with that. Good. And to the other side. Take my hand first, and now take the rope and just start rubbing them. Yeah, and then I'll ask him to move his feet. Come along with me. He gets stuck, so I wait on him. Oh, and there he gets stuck, so I step off to the side. And as soon as he steps forward, so now we're just kind of advancing a little bit more. I'm insisting a little more that he not just move his feet, but can he come forward? See, everything's a progression. Once they start getting one piece, you start adding the next piece in. So he's getting real nice at following the feel. There, now we just have to, he's getting nice at following the feel. He's getting pretty well at moving his feet. And now we're looking for forward. Yeah. Oh, and there he gets stuck, so I just keep a feel, step off to the side, yes. Nice. There we go. So I just keep moving. Keep going around, holding there, release because he moved. But just keep asking. So I want him to see if he can give me more than just one or two steps. Yeah, that wasn't too bad there. So I'll give that to him. And come back in and rub on him. Rub with the rope. He gets a little bit anxious here. He kind of clenching, tightening up his rib cage there when I come down and rub him on his belly. Good, and then I'll ask, do you want to go for a walk? Pretty good. Pretty nice, buddy. Yeah. And then I'll step back over to this side. Start touching and rubbing them. And I'm just keeping life in my body, but there's no intent. I'm not asking anything, but I'm actually getting just a little more motion going in my body as I stroke him and play with them. Because as I'm moving more, he's getting a little bit worried. And we're just helping him through that. And this is really nice. Look at, totally hand open, and he's just following around. Very well, buddy. And come back into the other side. And just get the rhythm going with my hand, moving it. Just moving around a little faster than I have been, but nothing that's out of bounds or too much for him to handle. It's just a little bit more. Yeah, really nice here. Oh, there he gets stuck, so I just step off to the side a little bit. Yeah. Way to go, buddy. All right. So he's doing really well here. I think we're ready to leave the round pen. All right, so before we head out of the round pen, I'm just going to put a longer line on. So if he needs to move his feet a little bit more, we can do that. I can allow him to do that. And you want to make sure you have good communication going on before you leave the round pen, because when you get out, and you will probably get to see that, he's going to be a little more up, because he's going to be like, oh, I'm free, I can go. And without good feel on them, or without them understanding how to come off of the halter, they're just going to pull or run or go up. And even with them having a good understanding, they can still do that. So, and that's part of the reason for the longer rope. But he's following the feel well. So I'm just going to open the gate and see if he wants to come join me out here. Now I'm going to shut him off before he even can get going. So try not to let him get a running start. So I'm going to start moving him back and forth, asking him to come along with me. There he gets stuck, so then I'm just back and forth. There you go. And give him a moment there, because he came along with me. Not making it complicated or doing a lot of hard things. It's just walking along. He's following me well. And it's like, ah, thank you, buddy. And now can I come on back in and rub on him. And there he got a little bothered by the rope, but he came back to me. Oh, yes. It's a big wide world out here, buddy. And I don't want to pull on him. I'm always just putting a feel on, and if I need to, I can hold. I can be firm in my holding like there, but I'm not pulling on him. So he wants to go to his buddies. And he gets stuck. I just keep moving back and forth. Every time he comes to me, I soften or I open my hand, and that's his reward, going, yes, that's the direction. There you go. See, and his mind's back over there, so I have to overcome that. Because if I turned around and went that way, he'd come right along with me. So I'm just lots of back and forth. I can also just kind of step back around behind him and ask him to move forward by being behind him. So I create a little energy back here saying, let's step off that way there. There you go. Now I'm just allowing him to move around a little bit. There he's getting stuck in that same spot again. Just waiting on him, back and forth, asking him to come off. There. And then he's not really coming forward, so I'll get off behind him again. Ask him to step forward. Taking him farther out. There you go, buddy. And now I'm going to go on up and rub on him. Coming back into his space, reassuring him everything's okay. And then I'll walk on over this way. Yeah. He's getting stuck, so I just step over a little bit. Allow him to move. Because he's not going over where he wanted to go originally. He's going out and around, just giving him a place to go. So this There's lots of variations of how to get their feet moving forward. So this here helps him just to know he can go. Yeah. And he came to me a bit. And there, I can disengage him. I just picked up and put a little intent at his hind end and got him to disengage. Oh boy. He's really feeling back to me. I like that. He's kind of drifting around, but that's okay. At least he's coming along. Yeah. It's really good for him. He's really trying hard. And that's what's cool about him is he gets worried, but he's actually pretty bold. He's like, oh, okay, I think I can do that. And the more comfortable he gets, the better and better he'll be. Way to go, buddy. I like that. And allow him to go on back in. And we'll finish with that because he's making some really nice changes. Nope, we're in here now, buddy. Yeah. Coming along with me well. Some more, he just gets bothered with things. And so we'll just keep going over it and over it and keep playing with this. But that's the teaching them how to lead, starting off in the round pen, getting them to follow the feel first, then getting them their feet to unlock, and then getting them to move forward and go someplace. Do it in the round pen, then you can start doing it outside of the round pen. So we'll leave them with that. Thank you, buddy. And thank you all for watching. We'll see you in the next one.